What up, world? What up, world? Yeah, we back. It's your boy, Mr. Vine. We back. We live. We active. You know the words. You know the deal. You know the routine here on the channel where we bring you content every day. And today, we talking Walking Dead, y'all. That's right. The penultimate episode. Season 7, episode 15. Something They Need. Let's talk about this episode and what I thought about this episode. Well, this episode, I actually liked this episode. No, for real. I enjoyed this episode. It was good, man. I had a couple issues with it, as I do with every episode of Walking Dead, but I'm not gonna complain. I could, but I'm not, because I liked this episode. We went back to Oceanside and got their guns. And I absolutely loved the scene where they went and took over Oceanside. They sent in Tara to negotiate. Tara was like, look, my people about to take the village. So, you can either work with us, or we're just going to take your shit. And the crazy old lady, she just was not hearing reason. But I loved how they executed the takeover of that village with just precision. With precision. Just went in there. Had Michonne up in the trees as the sniper. I mean, everything about it was just awesome. It was just very well done. Very well done. I liked it. And then they gave him options like, look, we want you to fight with us, but we really just need your guns. If you don't fight with us, that's going to be a loss because we're taking the guns regardless. But we would like you to fight with us. Oh, yeah. This was a great episode. I really enjoyed it. Now let's talk about what happened with the Saviors and Sasha and the deads and dead Sasha. Because I don't care what you say, she is dead. She may not be dead yet, but she's living on borrowed time. I will be very surprised and I'll be disappointed if she lives through this season. Unless they have to do a very good job storytelling to make me believe that she's going to live through the season. Because she should already be dead. The fact that she's captured, she gets captured by the Saviors after her suicide mission last week where she just ran into the building, guns blazing. Obviously we knew she wasn't going to kill Negan. So she gets captured. We see the first scene we see of her, she's in one of the cells that they had Daryl in. And some dude comes in, tries to rape her. Negan catches the dude, and Negan murders him. Because Negan is as psychopathic as he is, he still has morals. And raping women is not allowed. No, it is not. So, Negan stabbed him in the neck, and he dies. And then he leaves the body. He leaves the body in the cell with Sasha, and leaves Sasha a knife. And says, you got a couple choices. You can either use that knife on me, and you'll probably die because I'm holding a baseball bat and I'm going to beat you to death. You can cut your own risk and die. Or you can kill this guy when he turns into a zombie. So obviously Sasha kills him. And now Negan wants her to work for him. As one of the high-level saviors. Because he liked how impressive. I mean, again, a lot of people said this and I agree. I would like to have seen what led up to her being captured. How many dudes did she murder before she got caught? I would have liked to have seen that, but we didn't show us that. So he offers her a position in the Saviors, and then there's I think it's two. It might have been three, but there's a couple good scenes, 2 or 3. I don't remember for sure. There's some really good scenes between her and what's the dude who plays the Joshua McDermott's name? I don't remember. Why can I not remember his name right now? Just had it on my mind, but there's a great scene with him and Sasha where he walks into Sasha's cell. And they have a talk about it. He explains about how terrified he was the night that Negan captured them in the woods and beat Abraham and Glenn to death. And that's why he's working with. That's why he's Negan now. That's why he's content to stay there with Negan because he's safe and he understands this isn't. It was a great scene. I can't explain it all. I'm so mad that I can't remember his name right now. I'm so mad at myself. I'm sorry, Walking Dead fans. I should know. Please just criticize me in the comment sections because I can't remember his name right now. But yeah, I like those scenes between Sasha and him. Those were great, and I promise you, before this review's over, I'm going to remember his name and I'm going to yell like, "Yes, it was so." So anyway, back to Oceanside. After they send Tara in to negotiate with the, and then they come in, they take all the guns. They have literally the entire village, because what they did, they set up these explosives on the outlines of the village to act as a distraction. I just cannot talk this morning. They set up the explosives to act as a distraction, let the explosives off, and when everybody started running, a couple people ran for the armory. Michonne was up in the street sniping to keep them from getting to the guns, and then they just surrounded them. Boom. Just like that, village taken. But then a horde of walkers comes, and they just, with precision, executed all of them, murdered all of the walkers. It was a very good scene. I loved all of this stuff. I really don't have many complaints about this episode. This was a very good episode. This was a very good... Oh, I almost forgot about the stuff with Maggie and oh boy, who runs the Hilltop. There was some really good scenes with Maggie and oh boy who runs the Hilltop. Another guy whose name I can't remember. Alright, you know what? I'm going to look it up so I can be professional and remember his name, because I still can't remember other dude's name either. So I'm going to look it up and be professional. But while I do, I'm still going to talk about the episode, because the stuff at Hilltop was very good. I love how they're clearly setting up Maggie to be the new leader of Hilltop. Clearly setting Maggie up to be the new leader of Hilltop. Yeah. The things they did with her when she was outside the fence talking to old dude, can't remember his name, and I'm terrible for it. Hold up. Eugene! I had to look it up. I'm so disappointed in myself that I had to look it up. Eugene and Sasha. All of the stuff they had together was great. Okay, but back to Maggie and the Hillside with this is not, you guys are not making this easy for me. It doesn't matter. He's gonna die anyway. Sorry about that. I'm sorry about the awkward pause, okay? But I just remember Eugene's name. Now I can't remember the other dude's name. But anyway, Maggie's outside of the wall, digging up this blueberry bush to plant inside the wall. And her and old boy have this long talk. And she's out there by herself, so he comes out there kind of, kind of trying to watch her back, and they have this discussion about how they can better things. And these two walkers come out, and the first one comes out, he's like, I got it. This one walker comes out, and Maggie's like, I'll get it. He's like, no, I'm here to protect you. I'll get it. You're pregnant. I'm not going to sit there and be, come on. So he acts like he gets all scared. She's like, have you ever killed one before? He's like, of course. He starts sneaking up on it. I mean, he's shitting his pants at this point. And then he goes to kill it. He's like, fine, you get it. Maggie goes over there. He has a little struggle. And then when she's killing the other one comes out and just gets him. He's just on top. Yeah. He's like, Maggie, help me. Maggie, help me. Oh, God, Maggie. I mean, he turned into a shivering bitch. It was hilarious. So then Maggie comes over. Yeah. Murders the walker real quick. And then as soon as she gets up, he just pukes. And some more members of the Hillside who were out collecting supplies, they come over, they see him. Maggie's like, it's okay. He's never killed a walker before. He's just learning. He's still learning. They're like, it's not what he told us. And then just walks in. I mean, he's just disgusted, just embarrassed, just no pride left. He's living on borrowed time. He's dead too. He's like Sasha. He's just dead and doesn't know it yet. But then there's a scene where he's back inside and he looks at the map and he pours himself some liquor and he calls his little manservant in there. He's like, I need you to take me somewhere. So it's pretty clear that he's gonna go snitching to Simon about everything going on. So the last scene we get with Sasha, Eugene, and Negan. Eugene and Sasha have a scene, and Eugene and Sasha's really landed on thick, making Eugene believe that she wants to kill herself so she can get a weapon. She's like, just a glass, a knife, a gun, a piece of glass, a razor blade, anything I can use to kill myself. She just wants to end it because she doesn't want to betray her friends. Because she knows that's what Negan's going to do. Negan wants her to betray her friends, which is true. So Eugene, hesitant, but then he gives her the pill. He gives her the suicide pill that he made for Negan's wives, that they were going to give to Negan. He gives it to Sasha. And, yeah, that's how that ends. Yeah, so I like that. After because she did tell Negan that she was going to work with him. After she kills the Walker, Negan comes back and he's like, "You gonna join us?" She's like, "Fine, I'll join you." But it's all a plot. She's still plotting, and scheming to try to figure out a way to kill Negan. It's not gonna happen. Like I said, if Sasha lives, unless they do some ingenious writing, which I'm gonna say 90%. There's no way she should live. There's a 10% chance that they can do some good enough writing that I will believe that she can survive this. But they have not shown the tendency to have that level of writing on this show, and that's not a knock. It's just the truth. But I'll hold out 10% hope. Even though, because I like Sasha's character. I don't want her to die, but the way the story has progressed, she needs to die. She should die with how this story has progressed and what this story has shown us with others. So it doesn't make sense for her to live. But we'll see. We shall see. So the last scene of the episode was the group returning to Alexandria, and Sasha and not Sasha, but oh girl, I remember. I'm terrible with names this week. I'm sorry, people. She's back there waiting. Rosita, thank you. Rosita's back at Alexandria, and I didn't have to look it up. Rosita's back at Alexandria waiting, and as soon as she gets in, everybody's asking, "Are you okay?" She's like, "Someone's here," and they go down to the cell to see who's there, and of course, we all knew who it was because we saw last week's episode. My guys over at the Collider crew, literally, they really did think Daryl had showed up to the Savior's place when Rosita was leaving, when they saw the shadowy figure with the crossbow on his back. I was like, nah, that's Dwight. That's Dwight. And sure enough, sitting in the cell downstairs was Dwight, who is now defected and wants to join the Alexandrians. So as soon as Daryl sees Dwight, he tries to kill him. I mean, he tries to rush him. Rick has to hold him back. Rick's like, nah. Let's listen to him first. Dwight tells him he wants to join with you guys. I want to help. Rick pulls out the python, puts it to his head, was like, sure. Okay. Get on your knees. Or he says kneel. Something like one of the two. I can't remember if he has to get on your knees or kneel, but he cold punked him, son. Cold punked him. But I believe it's legit. I think Dwight's had enough. I mean, for God's sakes, Negan burns your face with an iron. When's enough, you know? So I think he's learned. I think he's legit wants to kill Negan. And he took your wife. And he was fucking your wife. Let's not forget about that. But yeah, so I think he'll learn. I think he's legit wanting to help wants to help kill Negan. Next week is the season finale. It's going to be extended. I think it's like an hour and a half. So I already feel like we're not going to get the full all out. I mean, here's a couple predictions for next week. Negan's not going to die. Sasha should die. Eugene's probably going to die. The dude up at the hilltop, whose name I still can't remember, and I'm not even going to bother looking it up. I'll look it up when it's time to. I'll post his name on the screen. I don't remember his name right now. He's going to die. He's almost guaranteed. If he lives through the season finale, I'll be mad. You were talking about people. I'll be mad if the dude who the coward dude up at Hillside, whose name I can't remember right now, if he lives, I will be mad because he should die. He absolutely should die. I don't think we're gonna get the full all-out war. I think AMC has not learned from last season. I think they're gonna give us some stupid cliffhanger just like they did last season, and I'm gonna be irritated about it. But yeah, that's about it. Good episode overall this week. I'm not complaining about this. Good episode from Walking Dead this week. We're gonna wrap this review up. Until next week, you know how we do. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And as always, peace. 100, y'all.